You got a foul-mouthed ICT. You talk to your children like that? Sometimes I do. I don't walk on water. I repent. I make mistakes. I sin. I do those things. But I'm passionate. And sometimes my passion comes through with no filter. And that's just the way it is. So he has $650,000 he's got to make in 4 years. And he has a funded account that he has not executed on yet. They sent him an email. They finally got his email resolved. And he said, okay, to start your funded account, you have to pay some kind of, I don't know what it was, some kind of fee, he said it was. So, okay, that's fine. I know they expect you to pay something each month or whatever. So let's talk about that. Let's get this stuff out of the way because I know some of them are just waiting on bated breath to hear what I'm going to say about them. You ever think about what combine you're going to do? I know, I'm going to use Top Step because that's the only one I've seen because of my son being involved in it. That's it. Okay. The idea of going in with a $50,000 account or a $100,000 account or funded to $150,000. They have like a thing on there, at least when I checked it this morning before I got on here, because I want to have some of the numbers correct before I started talking about it. I didn't want to be saying things that were not accurate at the time of this presentation, which is July 29th, 2023. They have the most popular is the $50,000 funded account challenge. And this has been said many times, not just by me, but other people too. And people that are really aware of what's going on, that even are funded with them, that have received payouts. When you say, or you get a certificate, or you're funded as part of some kind of $50,000 account, or $100,000 or $150,000, you don't have $50,000 or $100,000 or $150,000. You have as much money as they'll let you before they stop you from trading. So in reality, what you have is, for a $50,000 account, you have a $2,000 trading account. That's it. That's all you got. For $100,000, you have $3,000. That's, once you lose that, you're done. You got to reset or walk away. And for $150,000, you have a $4,500 account. So for any of you that are out there trading with multiple mini contracts, trading with that size, you're fucking stupid. Okay? You're absolutely fucking stupid. You're literally over leveraging to the fucking gills. You have no idea what you're doing. You're the worst fucking money manager there is if you're literally trading more than one contract on any one of those things. If you're trading a mini, one singular mini with that $50,000 funded account, you're absolutely going to blow your brains out. You're going to fail. You're over leveraged. Look how fast NASDAQ moves. She likes to run. Once she stretches her legs and starts finding her stride, it can really gallop. How many of those points can you handle if you're doing the maximum of 5 contracts? Because that's what they offer. You can trade up to 5 contracts. Here, you want to play Russian roulette? We're going to give you not just one handgun with one bullet, but we're going to give you fucking 5. So that way you have a real good chance of blowing your brains out. But they didn't do it. They didn't make you push the button. They're just making it available to you, because that means that they're likely to get reset and you're not getting funded and you're not going to have to pay out to any of these people. So while there may be a lot of things to say about the companies that do these things, and truth be told, if these things were made available to me when I was younger, I would have done it. I absolutely would have done it. I would have done most likely worse than what my son did here. He's done a lot of resets, and he traded through. He used his older brother, Caleb. He let him set it up. So we weren't aware that any of that was going on. Even though Top Step could say, oh yeah, Caleb was in here too. Caleb was only letting him use his bank card. Now he's 18. Now he's got his own show. So he's doing it there. But that's who it's been. And he tried to do things where he was not prepared, not knowing what he was doing. And what's the results? As you would expect, unsuccessful. Not even doing anything I taught him. Not one thing. Just thinking, oh, it's moving really fast, it's going to keep moving. That's the mentality of a momentum trader. You have to know what it's doing. Where's it going? Can you get lucky doing that? Sure you can. There's a lot of people doing it. But we sat down and I told him, I said, right now you have, once you paid whatever that fee is, you're going to have what is considered a funded account with Top Step for $50,000. Okay. You do not have $50,000. You have $2,000. Now, here's what I want you to understand, folks listening. Okay. If you have that funded account at $50,000, and you can do the math on all the other tiers, whether it be the 100%, I'm sorry, the $100,000 or the $150,000 funded account, every month you have to pay some kind of subscription fee to that. Okay. Here's the part of the financial illiteracy none of you are tapping into and correcting. The fact that you're trying to say that you have a $50,000 account, and my son, once he gets the fee paid, he does not have a $50,000 funded account. He has a relationship with a company that says we will pay out 90% on anything that you earn, as long as everything that we've given you in terms of parameters are met and not exceeded. Okay, wonderful. But you don't have a $50,000 account. You have a $2,000 account that you have to pay. And if they do raise the money back up to their right now, it's $49 a month. And I'm sure they probably got a lot of people sign up because it got real cheap. And that, to me, I think that's what they should do, because the stats are going to stay the same. Most people are going to fail. If I was Michael that runs Top Step, I would literally keep it $49. The pay structure they have right now, I would keep it just like that. The fucking volume that's going to bring in would way outdo what they're going to do, because number one, there's a lot of shit going on because the TradingView and the Trade-Evade link up, it's not available anymore. And from me and my community, we're crew TradingView. Okay, and I don't have any affiliation with them. They don't pay me. They've asked me to have a business relationship with them a couple weeks ago. I said no. I don't do any affiliate, nothing. So my opinion is absolutely mine. It's not influenced by anybody paying me. It's just, this is my opinion. And if it's good, it's great. If it's not good, accept the fact that it's my opinion. I don't want any kickbacks from any company. I'm not interested. But eventually, if they take it back to what they were expecting people to pay, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was $165 a month. Okay. So if you have a $2,000 trading account, not $50,000, you have $2,000, and you're paying $165, you're basically in a credit card format. You're paying 8.25% to have access to $2,000 that doesn't even exist. Hello. That's like fractional reserve banking. Listen, I'm not knocking them. That's fucking amazing. If they have people constantly coming and doing that, that's wonderful. My job and role as a teacher is to show you their weaknesses. There's things that you can exploit. You can beat their ass. You can get paid from these companies. I have students that are doing it, but most of you don't know how to view this stuff. Think about it. Have you really strongly considered the monthly fee and what you're really paying? You're paying the equivalent of 8.25% interest, whether you make money or not. And it's the same ratio, whether you go up to the 150,000 or the 100,000. It's anywhere between 8.33% or, in this case, 8.25% for the $50,000 account. So out of the $2,000 that you really have access to, you're paying $165 a month towards that. So you're paying 8.25%. So you now have to do what? You got to make 8.25% just to break even. None of you can fucking probably do that now, even in a demo account. But you're in a rush to get out there and trade in these fucking combines. You're financially illiterate. That's why I talk to you the way I talk to you. That's why I give you all of these things to understand how you're supposed to think about money, how you're supposed to behave, how you're supposed to conduct this as a business. When you trade with these companies, this is exactly what I'm having my son do. Because he's not going to stay with this company, and he's never going to go into another funded account, ever. He put money into it. We're going to take that money back. He's going to make probably $10,000, and then he's stopping. Then he's going to take that $10,000 and he's going to put it in AMP futures. He's going to trade with a real broker that pays commission, and he can get a fucking wire withdrawal every single day when he makes it. There's no, you got to be profitable 4 days, 5 days in a row, minimum this, minimum that. If you make money, you should be fucking pulling out the money. You should be able to do that. All of these companies, all of their rules are meant for you as a highly probable failure as a trader. Their likelihood of paying out is so small. It's a wonderful business for them, and they look like they're helping everybody. And for the people that know how to exploit, just like card counters, and all my students, I'm teaching you how to count fucking cards. They don't want you in there when you start beating their ass, but they want to put a copier on there or not. They can't copy everybody, okay? Because the flash in the pan guys that come in there and do it real quick, boom, make your money, get out, and then go trade with a real broker. If you're stuck and you don't have the money to do it, and you can't scrape up the amount of money to be properly funded, and you're probably saying, well, $10,000, Michael, that's nothing. You don't even know where I'm going yet. Just sit down. But you're trading with $2,000, and you're literally trying to trade with a mini contract, whether it be S&P or NASDAQ. You have such a small razor edge to walk on before you're ended, just because of the natural volatility that we have in the markets right now. And I'm sorry, listen, folks, I'm sorry if you think I'm beating up any one particular company, that's not what I'm saying here. And if you own one of these companies, you're pissed off right now, you know what I'm saying is the fucking truth. But I'm also going to tell you that this is a viable option if you listen to what I'm going to say in this presentation today. If you follow these fucking rules, you stand a far better chance than doing anything else out there. I don't need to do a funded account challenge to know how to whip their ass at it. I don't need to do that. I have the perfect laboratory experiment right now because my son listened, pushed the button, now he's funded.